Hi, my name is Colin SkipperWing Bird, and welcome to another episode of the Crimson Fly animated webcomic series, Speed Paint series, where you can see the process of me, Colin SkipperWing Bird, animating the Crimson Fly animated webcomic Speed Paint series. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just not used to actually saying that properly off the cuff and not actually having to think about it. Today's music is the What We Came to Do by The Passion Hi-Fi. You can find a link to download it in the description below, and hopefully also in the cards as well. If you like a version of this video without the animated, whether the audio commentary, you can check out the links in the cards or in the description below or in the screens at the end of this video. Also, please forgive the bad promo title thing at the beginning of the video. I was not paying attention when I did that, so yeah. So it's been 2 or 3 months now, and so I'd forgive you if you have no idea why it's so important that our character here has slicked back his hair. But if you remember, you may or may not remember, this character is the leader of the gang from issue 5. You know, the one that the Crimson Fly beat to a pulp. If you don't remember that, I will link to the particular video in the cards, in the cards, and maybe at the end screen. But yeah, so this is that guy. This is the person wearing the poofy jacket that doesn't really fit him. This is the guy with the slick back hair and the attitude and all the plans and all of that jazz. Yeah, he's the bad guy. Dun dun dun. So he's come to power, and the Crimson Fly also comes to power to stop him from doing whatever nefarious things he promised. It's implied that he promised the other guy in the hood that he would do. So yeah, I feel smart. I mean, granted, it's also my first story, my first comic like this, so yeah, I feel smart. But so how that gonna turn out? Well, you have to read the Crimson Fly to find out. So, meanwhile, behind the scenes, I am practicing with puppet animation. And so in my last 2 videos, I started introducing that idea of puppet versus traditional. And I talked about their differences and their strengths and weaknesses, but I didn't really sort of elaborate on why I was personally trying to learn one or the other. Well, let's get into that. As an animator, and as an artist, I'm always trying to find new ways to improve my process. Look at the tools, figure out what's hip, and figure out what's good for what I need to be doing. And I don't always do that. I mean, there's a reason why the Crimson Fly is still done in Adobe Flash, and Adobe Flash CS6 at that, as opposed to Adobe Animate CC or Toon Boom Harmony, which is the superior animation program. But I do like to look for new things, and if I can find a way to make my animations flow even easier and better, then I absolutely will. Now, traditional, I don't really get tired of it, but I am not really a fan of the particular cleanup process. I get bored easily. I don't like drawing over frames, and I don't like having to clean up, do secondary action that I haven't planned for. And I don't like going back over my roughs to plan for that secondary, which, I mean, I could do, but I don't like it. So for me, puppets presents an interesting sort of solution to that. The idea that I could use pre-made assets and not have to redraw everything every time I do cleanup. Not only that, but in certain situations, doing the cleanup and the secondary action, well, that becomes something I can do all at once. I don't have to do rough keyframes, rough animation, cleanup frames, ink and paint. I can just do rough animation, keys, rough animation, and then ink, paint, and smooth out all in the same breath. I still don't think I've perfected it quite well, but like I'll go into my observations in the next video because I think this one's starting to run a little bit long. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And that's it for today's video. Please, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, please share this video with anybody else who you think would either like animated comics or speed paint videos, because that helps me out a lot. Also, please check out the comic in its original format at thecrimsonfly.com. It's a lot more fun there. Or you can see me draw these in real time at twitch.tv/SkipperWing. My name's Colin SkipperWing Bird, and I will catch you peeps later.